lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. 12 yards there and a first down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
A 7-yard.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Rodgers to throw once more. Harris has it over the middle. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. There's Garoppolo to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Brandon Copeland picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 2nd down.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. sits at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers buying time to his left. That is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird.
If you were me,
all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demir Bird, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. There he goes, right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Niners. 66 yards for him on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? Throwing now is Garoppolo. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
Hold on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with Harris. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Harris, the ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Deep ball for Goodwin. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Marquise Goodwin. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. On for the extra point is Folk. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
To George Kittle.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Samuel bringing in the slant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Gain of 8. Brings up
nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I guarantee you, it's not very good.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
57's Mike. Mike, jump out! Easy.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for them.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Patriots 38, 49ers 9.
On first down, it's Harris, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
The 22-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 22, Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are pouring it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Now Folk for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Patriots 45, 49ers 9.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First down, 49.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Coleman has it here right side. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
23-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
They'll run on first down. Harris. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
On second down now, it's Harris. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And 11.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he locates Luke Wilson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They run with Harris at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
You want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Pats, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. We'll step on, spin, move, in zone, go.